Hey everyone, Will here with my flea market finds for July 20th, 2014. Some pretty good stuff to show you this week. It's not a huge amount, it'll just be a one-part video this week. Still managed to spend right around $300 finding stuff to resell, so it's got a decent amount to show you, just nothing over the top. Some good quality stuff. Let me show you what I got. Treehouse update, nothing to report. Never got up there this week. We'll see what we can do by next week. Love this old picture. 1930. This was $15. You got the whole thing here. Got this from a dealer who said he bought it from a guy who was reluctant to sell it because this is the guy's father. I don't know why some people sell stuff. If it was my father, I wouldn't want to sell it, especially from back in 1930. But he sold it to a dealer, and I got it from him. So, and I only paid $15, so he must not have been asking too much. I believe that's a soccer team. Kind of looks like a soccer ball to me. They're out in the field. But I love the jerseys. Look at these jerseys. Look at the old Cubs one there. That one there is missing a couple of letters. This the Colonial Rangers. Pretty neat. I would love to have some of those jerseys. But kind of neat to have a soccer team, an American soccer team from 1930. Interesting. Down here, you got a couple of guys in the backyard practicing boxing. So, be cool to see what that brings. Bought a whole lot of keys, and had to spend $30 for this whole thing of keys. But I mean, look at how many keys I have on this. That's the prize of the bunch right there. A nice old brass one, skeleton key. And that's not decorative or anything. That was actually meant to be used. That's probably a $25, $30 key there by itself, maybe more. My plan is to go through here, pick out all the car keys, all the old car keys, put them in one lot. Then probably put all the others in another lot. Got a clock key in here. There's a skate key. Here's some old, there's GMs. Just a little bit of everything. Gonna make some money. It'll be fun to watch. We'll have to see how that goes. The first real big lot of keys like that I've had in a long time. Love these bookends. Made out of solid brass. Really well done. It's like they're having a tug of war. Made in Florida. So pretty good. They were $15 for the pair. Old stove. This one was $30. And if you look inside there, it has some heating elements. I don't know what people would give this to their kids. Here's a cord to plug it in. But pretty cool piece. Nice old tin toy. I'm guessing that's from the 30s. Just a wild guess. Nice heavy tin piece. We'll see what that brings. Not sure what that'll do. Robot stuff has always done well for me. Here's a Lost in Space model kit. Somebody had it sitting in a window a while. The colors have faded a little bit. You can see what it's supposed to look like there. Person paid $27 for it. Let's see, $19.99. I paid $20. I'll probably put it in the store for about 45 or so. Do a little research. Box is still in good shape. I'm sure inside's in pretty good shape. So not a huge profit there, but going to make some money. This was a good deal. Paid $40 for this entire lot here. Here's a Starrett. Get it to focus here. Yeah, there's a Starrett little micrometer. We got a buck 110. Here's a case. Boker, Uncle Henry, and a antique skeleton key. $40 for everything there. I figure, you know, 25, probably $100 for the 4 knives. And still got the skeleton key and the Starrett. Probably in the neighborhood of 150 I'll end up getting once everything's sold. This was definitely a sleeper item. I wasn't expecting it to be worth a ton of money. I love old lamps. This is from around 1920 or so. Look at the patina on the brass here. From people all over the years grabbing it like that, moving it around. Glass shades in really good shape. Marked Emerald Light, number 8734. Nice heavy cast brass base there. So take a look at what I found out on WorthPoint. There's one there. Now that has a square base, but look at what, try to do this, get that off of there. Look at what that one sold for. $672. Antique Emerald Light desk lamp, number 8734. And this is Emerald Light 8734. Looks pretty good to me. The only difference is this one shows much more wear, and it's got a round base, not a square base. So I'm not expecting anywhere near $600 for this, but $200 I would gladly take. I think I'm going to have to rewire it. The cord's shot. I'll make sure to get the fabric cover cord. I go through a lot of this stuff. I should look into buying just a whole big roll of it to keep around for projects. But do that, get it nice and working, and hopefully right around $200, maybe more. Not exactly sure what this is. It's definitely old. Not sure if it's very light. I don't know if it's an early exercise like barbell. A pretty cool piece. Paid $8 for that. Picked up a knife. I think this is a letter opener. Marked Mailway. That would make sense. Letter opener marked Mailway. $2, can't go wrong. The jar to a old general store would keep stuff in. If you remember, not too long ago, probably earlier this year, I had a jar with the metal ring so that you could attach it to the wall. That one brought really good money. I can't remember exactly, somewhere around 125, I think. This one's missing the ring, but still nice general store piece. $50-$60. Another Starrett gauge in the case. Not sure what you would call that, but still works. Needs to be cleaned up a little bit. That was $10. Everything here was $40. The old time screwdriver. Guys collect these things. They made all different sizes. You got the metal that runs all the way up to the tip and a nice handle. Some of them refinish them. So that'll be getting sold. Tire gauge, that's for myself. Throw that in the truck. A hole punch. These things bring pretty good money. A old Stanley level. Thing is built like a tank. A little reamer, pair of pliers. Could be, took a chance on these. Could be a good one. Made in England. Sometimes these odd tools bring really good money. That pair of valve lifters I just picked up. Oh, what was it? A couple months ago. It was an odd tool, turned out to be a valve lifter. Sold that for $80 this week. So, never know with some of these old tools. Check out the groundhog. He's like, what's that? And a patch of clover. Fat little thing. I got cha-ching on my phone. One of these little things that goes on the steering wheels so that you can, I think they call them make-out knobs. Spin the wheel with your hand here and make out with your girl. Couple snap-on pieces. Guys love snap-on tools. They really bring good money. I'll probably stick these off to the side and wait till I get a few more pieces, sell them in a lot. But Snap-on is always the best name in tools. Couple of things here. I think these are for pulling a chain apart, taking a pin out of a chain. This is made in England. The other one's marked USA. Cool thing here. 8H reamer pilots, and this was owned by the National Brewery here in Baltimore, which might somebody that collects national brewery stuff might buy this set. I don't know what they were using it for, and I think that goes with it. Not sure. Big old hunk of copper pipe. Love copper pipe. Just somebody was using this for a storage thing. Might keep that for myself. Mac extension. It's that half inch drive. Set of Ingersoll Rand sockets. So all that stuff, $40. I think that's a really good deal there. Picked these up, 50 cents a piece. First got them for scrap, but then I thought, you know, they don't even make these things anymore. Old brass thresholds for going on the floor. Really well made, heavy duty stuff. Been around a while. So I think I might try selling them for somebody rehabbing an old house. Want to keep that, and that would probably shine up to nice shiny brass without much effort. Tube tester. Lots of guys out there like working with old tubes. You want to test the tubes, make sure they're still working. This is just the thing. Even got the paperwork in there. That was $10. Cast iron chicken feeder. Miss the chickens. Miss having them around. I was talking to my wife and the boys yesterday. I think we're going to get some chickens in the spring. We'll start making some plans for that. But we'll get them back here. Might want to keep that for them. They made it out of cast iron so the chickens couldn't come along and knock it over. This was a big buy. It's lab equipment. And the guy said he wanted $3 a piece, which doesn't sound like much, but when you consider there's 20 of them in here, this box cost me $60. But take a look. There's a hydrometer. I mean, that's got to be an expensive piece to buy new. Don't know why it has a piece of paper inside, but that looks expensive to me. And I know some of these guys that do like brew their own beer and stuff like that. Here's another hydrometer. All kinds of neat stuff, all in really good shape. And the rest is just a little bit of everything in here. Thermometers, some of them haven't even been opened. So we'll have to see. I know sometimes this lab stuff goes for really good money. So we'll see how that works. And one of my favorite pieces, last piece of the day. This is, no, it's not a dirty rag. It's actually a vest that a bartender would wear. It's a promotional thing, and you know, when I first got it, I was tempted to wash it, but it almost feels like paper. I'd really be afraid to wash it. It might be okay. It kind of feels like one of those chamois. Now you can see there is some reinforcing threads in there, but it wasn't really made for a whole lot of use. But hopefully a rare piece. Hopefully not many people save these. So I have to see. Condition's going to hurt it, but hopefully it makes up for it in rarity. So there we go. A little bit of everything. Keep an eye on my store on eBay, Terminal 99, which is where most of this stuff will be appearing over the next few days. So till next time, it's Will the Yard Sales 5 List, and we'll talk again soon.